Welcome to the Omnic recap, where every Sunday we look back at what happened during the past week in Overwatch. In just a few minutes, we're going to look into the start date and what we can expect for this year's Lunar New Year event, which is closer by than you might think, actually. But first, some of this week's news. First off, I want to quickly share my opinion on that last balancing patch. I know it's kind of old news, but I didn't get to do a video last week. In case you missed it, a new patch was deployed to the live servers that included some changes that we had seen previously in the community tournament experimental card. Wow. That was a mouthful. Anyways, I'll leave a link to the patch notes in the description. But in general, the opinion on the changes was rather divided. Especially the Reinhardt buff, where his ult obliterates squishies, and the Mora fade buff. She can now get up to some high places while she's fading. We're met with the usual, oh no, the game, it's broken. Yeah, I know, it's an old meme, sue me. Wrecking Ball players were upset that their spin to win tactic was being stolen from them. But come on, was anybody still having fun with that? It was the in-game equivalent of your big brother licking the last cookie before handing it to you. You can keep your freaking cookie, you prick. By the way, I don't have an older brother. Blizzard responded to that tiny lashback by stating that they're listening to the feedback and that they will keep an eye on the situation. And personally, I think that is a reasonable response. We as players will always complain about changes. We'll also complain if there's not enough changes or that those changes are not big enough. Basically, the Overwatch development team is damned if they do and damned if they don't. So just looking at the data while trying to get some quality feedback is the best way to go. And look, we're 2 weeks later and the complaining has died down. Well, most of it. And to be honest, I haven't seen anything too broken with those changed heroes. And I play a lot of Reinhardt, and occasionally I'll play Mora. I do have to admit, however, that Mora flying is a lot of fun. But does it make her overpowered? Not really. It's kind of situational. Look, as a community, we just need to chill. We need to wait and try the changes in actual games for a few weeks, instead of jumping into places like the practice range, just to try and prove what the overpowered potential is. Anyways, we'll see if they turn any of these changes back, but I'm convinced that most of them will stick around. In other news, the next chapter in the Cassidy-centric comic series New Blood was released this week. In this third book, Cassidy runs into Baptiste, a recruit he definitely did not have on his list. Use the link in the description in case you haven't read this chapter, and let me know in the comments what you think of the whole series. I'm curious. Now, there are 2 chapters left, and according to the list he got from Anna, there's 2 more recruits he needs to contact, Zarya and Diva. So it seems I was wrong with my prediction that the last chapter would introduce a new hero, since Baptiste turned out to be the hero that was not on Anna's list. Well, it might still happen, but chances are rather slim. In the next chapter that we can expect somewhere mid-February, Cassidy continues his journey to Russia to meet up with Zarya in hopes of recruiting her for the team. In the previous sketch we get to see at the end of the comic, we see Zarya with a ponytail, which might actually be a first look at her Overwatch 2 basic skin. Well, we'll have to wait and see. The final piece of news before we dive into the Lunar New Year thing is just kinda sad. A few weeks ago, a new Overwatch 2 Lego set was leaked. It was the set that includes the Titan from the Overwatch 2 announcement trailer. Well, it seems that set was going to be released on February 2nd, which was way sooner than I actually expected. But that is not happening. LEGO actually postponed the release of that and any other Overwatch set indefinitely. They are evaluating their relationship with Activision Blizzard because they are extremely worried about the lack of actions that are being taken in the wake of that huge tidal wave of that surfaced in the last few months. And they are most likely not the only ones. Who is going to be next? Conco, the Good Smile Company? And to be honest, it is understandable. Almost 2 months after it came out that Activision Blizzard's CEO, Bobby Kotick, was aware of everything that was happening, and some extremely worrying facts about his behavior surfaced, he is still leading that company. It seems both high-level management and the board are putting their heads in the sand in hopes of it all just blowing by. Like I said before, if this continues in this way, if he does not step down, the company is doomed and will never get a new Overwatch Lego set ever. What we are getting, however, is a new Lunar New Year event, and it might actually start soon. The in-game event is actually tied into the real-life event, where our friends in Asia celebrate the start of a new year. 2022 is going to be the year of the tiger, and it officially starts on Tuesday, February 1st. Now, the in-game event is always kicked off before the real-life event, but over the years, the timing has been somewhat wonky. Sometimes it was 4 days in advance, and other times we've seen it 12 days in advance. It has, however, always been on a Thursday. So it's either going to be Thursday, January 27th or January 20th, which is in just a few days. Now, to be honest, I think we'll have to wait till the 27th. But hey, I wouldn't be too upset if it turned out to be happening this week. It's not like a lot is going on in the game right now. The event will last for 3 weeks, and every single week will be presented with a new weekly challenge that will have us play 9, 18, and 27 games to unlock an icon, a spray, and a new epic skin. Besides those 3 epic skins, we can expect 5 legendary skins. Now, usually during this event, we get skins that are tied into Asian culture and that year's sign. So this year, that is the year of the tiger. That sounds like a good skin for, let's say, Bob. Oh, wait. Anyway, since I'm not familiar with Asian culture as a huge European white man, I'm not going to go too deep in the possible themes for these skins. I will, however, take a stab at trying to predict the heroes. Soldier 76 has been deprived of a Lunar New Year skin for years, so he is high up on my list. And so is Junkrat, by the way. Preferably with the skin that matches Roadhog's bias skin and already has an epic skin. But how about a nice legendary? Somehow, I think she has the perfect silhouette for some kind of Asian mythological creature. Symmetra still has a lot of catching up to do when it comes to skins. She got that extremely beautiful epic skin in the last event, and there was a legendary mermaid skin during the summer games, but she could definitely do with a nice Lunar New Year legendary skin. And my final prediction is Sigma. That floating Dutchman looks amazing in any majestic skin. And what is more majestic than a tiger? Tell me, come on, a tiger Sigma. Bring it on. Apart from the skins, there are going to be some other cosmetics. And for the Lunar New Year, the emotes especially have been on point. That Soldier 76 Battle Drum emote, for instance, or Hansu's Sky Lantern. Beautiful. Now you can get all these skins and all these cosmetics out of loot boxes, or in my case, I have to buy them with credits. When it comes to the arcade, we'll see the return of Capture the Flag and Capture the Flag Blitz. Last year, they added the Bounty Hunter mode, which was pretty fun. This mode will, of course, return, but I don't see him adding anything new this year. It is clear that till Overwatch 2 is released, all of these events are going to feel very, very, very familiar. Let's just hope that this will be one of the last of these rehashed events, because the next one is going to be the Archives event in April. And that is extremely close to the start of the next Overwatch League season, where they'll be playing Overwatch 2. And if you've seen my previous videos, you know what I think might happen around that time. I'll leave a link to that video up there, go check it out. But it's definitely going to be interesting. For now, however, that was it. Thank you very much for watching. See you during my streams or in my next video. Till then, bye-bye.